Aloha, everybody. This is Lorraine with BJK University and some great information on Amazon FBA Information Highway. So now we have all these great resolutions. We want to lose weight. We want to pay off our bills. This is what we want to do for the new year. Well, how about something that really impacts your life that you've been on the fence for a long time, and another year is going to go by unless we finally get off the fence and make a decision and commit to ourselves and commit to our future and commit to our financial freedom. How about finally opening up your Amazon FBA business? That's a great New Year's resolution, working towards that financial freedom.
Let's go get this.
Okay, so I'm here to show you 3 things you need to do to open up your Amazon Seller Central account. So the first thing we want to do is we're gonna scan our ID. We're gonna print a photo ID front and back on one side of a piece of paper. So we will print the front, then we will move the ID down. We will take this printout, put it back into the printer, upside down, facing down, and then we're going to print again. And now your ID will show up front and back on one piece of paper. Now we're going to put it back into the printer and we are going to scan it back to our computer in a PDF. Next thing we're going to do, and we're going to label it Amazon FBA Photo ID. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to get a bank statement. Now we can gather it from the internet because a lot of us have online banking, but what you're going to do is you're going to print out the front page. When it says upload or send us your bank statement, that don't mean your entire bank statement.
Okay, dude. Have it your way.
Here's a great piece of information for you to know. Amazon cannot read stacks. So if you send them a bunch of stuff, the only thing they're going to see is the front page. They're not going to see all of this. They cannot read stacks. So you're going to print out that front page in a hard copy. Once again, hard copy. And you're going to take that hard copy, put it back into your printer and scan it back to your computer and list it bank statement for Amazon FBA. New year, time to rock and roll.
Well, we're with you, rock and roll!
So now you have your 2 documents and you're ready to go. So we're going to go to Google and we're going to go to Amazon Seller Central and we're going to apply. We're going to click on it and apply to open our Seller Central account. And they're going to schedule a call with you. And what they're going to do is, in the meantime, they're going to ask you to upload your document. Do not upload anything from your computer directly.
Jesse, don't do it.
Like you pull up your online banking and upload the statement from there. Or you have, I took a picture of my photo ID and then I'm going to upload it to Amazon. Do not do that. These are all encrypted and Amazon cannot read it and it will get rejected. This is why we use the printer, scan it back, and then upload it in a PDF. Everything you do for Amazon, you will scan and upload in a PDF. In the future, any business, any documents, anything, scan it back in a PDF and then upload it to Amazon with the link that they provide you. Okay. That is extremely important. Never, ever, ever download anything and send it to Amazon. It's encrypted. They can't reach it and you will be confused. I sent it to them. How come they're rejecting?
Don't work, Michael. Okay? Hey, okay.
I mean, they're constantly rejecting. Well, how did you send it to them? Well, just grabbed it from my supplier. I downloaded it and I sent it to them. As I stated, never do that. Always a hard copy, scan it back in a PDF and send it to them and they can read it 1 page at a time. If you have 3 certificates you need to send them 3 times, you'll scan it and then you will upload 1 at a time and they will get it and everything will be fine. And that's how that works. So now, if you're living outside of the United States and you decide you want to use a passport, understand that a lot of times passports do not have the address on it. So you're going to need a 3rd document, and that's a utility bill. So a utility bill can be like your water bill, a cable bill, a phone bill, something attached to your house where you live. Now, you can also use a mobile phone bill. Now, say you don't have any bills in your name. You can run to the store and go get a cheap $9.99 mobile phone for a month. You know, anything cheap, $99.
How cheap? Jesus.
And then get it and then it's going to come with automatically with your billing on it. So, your contract with them, and it goes month to month, whatever. If you keep the phone, you got to pay this much. Otherwise, just return the phone and you used it for $9.99 and you got it and you got what you needed. Okay. Get resourceful. Or you may have a spouse where everything is in his name or her name, and you can ask him, can you please transfer this to my name temporarily? Sometimes it'll take a little time for that paperwork to go through on the next billing cycle, but you'll still be able to get it. And then at the end, you say, well, you can have your bill back. Chances are they'll say, no, you can keep it. You can be responsible for that one, because I know my husband wouldn't do that. But anyways, it's in my name anyway, so I'm responsible for it. But you need to have something in your name, and they need to be able to verify these. All they're trying to do is verify that you are who you say you are. That is it. So when you have your verification call, it'll be just like this in a Zoom room, and there'll be a representative from Amazon there, and they'll be pleasant, and they'll say, hi, and are you Lorraine? And I'm like, yes, I am. It's like, can you take your photo? Do you have your photo ID? Well, yes, I do. Have your photo ID, your bank statement, and your utility bill ready, just in case they ask. Okay. So now what you're going to do is they're going to say, can you put your photo ID up to your face? And you're going to smile and say, can you put it up to the camera, please? And you're going to keep on showing it up. Okay, that's good. Okay, thank you. And then you'll take it and put it down. And then they'll say, can you take your bank statement now and put it up to the camera? A little to the left, a little bit up. Okay, a little closer. Okay. So now they just read your name and address. So they're verifying that you are who you say you are. And then they'll say, okay, thank you. We'll be in touch shortly. That is it. They're just verifying your documents. That's it. So now you'll receive an email that that your account has been activated, or that they need a utility bill. And then because you've already made a copy of it from your printer and scanned it back in a PDF, the link they provide you, you're simply going to upload your utility bill. And they'll say, okay, thank you very much. And then you will be active. You'll be able to be active. And sometimes they'll actually send you an email and say, your phone call for verification has been canceled. And you're like, oh, what happened? Oh my gosh, don't panic. A lot of times and randomly, Amazon finds that your documents are just in order and I don't need the phone call. You are now active. And you will be one of the lucky ones who got activated without the Zoom and the phone call. Okay. So just go to Seller Central. If you ever get that, it's been canceled, go to Seller Central and log in. And if you can log in and see your main dashboard, you are active. So that is step 1, how to get verified for your Seller Central account. And now we're going to move on to step 2. Step 2 is opening a business. Now, there's a reason why we highly recommend that you open your business before you sell any product on Amazon. So you don't want to we do never recommend doing a sole proprietor. Ooh, no. You are the business and the business is you. And that means all of your assets are at risk. What you want is an LLC, limited liability company for the United States. Corporation is for Canada, and LTD is for Germany and UK overseas. Now, you can do a corporation if you want in the US, if that's what makes you comfortable and you've done your due diligence to see what the best avenue is to take. You've spoken to a tax professional, and this is the guidance that they have given you. Okay. Now, if you're unsure, go to Google and look for free tax consultation on businesses. Make no obligation to anybody, but have your questions ready and ask them questions. And then they may try to upsell you. And what do you think about it? Well, why don't we proceed? I said, well, I will be in touch. Let me think it over. Let me talk to my spouse, whatever you got to do to get off the phone. Now compare the notes you have to the tax professional you spoke to, or maybe the person who does your taxes already, and then compare them to somebody that has given you the consultation online. Now, if you're outside the United States, you can speak to somebody in your local area, and then you can contact somebody in the United States through Google to see, because you may want to open your business in the US because you plan to sell in the US. Or if your taxes are really good where you are, like one of our coaches lives in Hong Kong and the taxes are amazing there. So he has his company in Hong Kong, but he sells in the US. So he doesn't ever need another company. He has one already. The only thing he needs is a US tax identification number. So any marketplace that you go to, you will need a tax identification number. You already have a company. You don't need another one. One is enough. Well, I have a company right now, but I'm selling shirts on Shopify. So can I just use that one? Well, no, we do not advise that. If anything happens to your Shopify company and you mess something up, or you go against you do something wrong against protocol and they shut down in your account, that can affect your Amazon account. And say you're selling really good on Amazon and they shut this and freeze your business, it'll freeze Amazon too. And you can't do anything about that until whatever legal matters you're dealing with are done. So always, always, always keep Amazon business separate from anyone else. Well, what if I have a company that I'm not using and I already bought an LLC a long time ago? Well, what is the LLC? And it's like, well, it's Jay's Automotive, but it's just not in use and it's an LLC. So it's kind of free to use. I'm like, well, what if you're going to sell kitchen supplies and it's in the automotive industry? It's not e-commerce. Listen, sometimes you think that you're saving money by something that you've done. In actuality, you're going to cost yourself a lot more money. So my best recommendation is to follow the advice. Get a brand new email, a brand new LLC, and a brand new tax identification number for wherever it is you want to open your business. If you're outside the U.S. and you want to open it inside the U.S., you will have a representative do that for you. You can go someplace like InkFile or Prime Corp or even LegalZoom. Look up online who can do this for you. You'll have a representative here and they will open the business for you in the United States, but it's still your business and they are not attached to it. They're just your representative and they're allowed and they can do this because they live in that state. So, and if you're going to do it that way, I suggest places like Wyoming or Texas or Florida because very little taxes, and Wyoming doesn't have any state income tax. To me, that's pretty good. I kind of like that one. I live in Hawaii, so I'm looking at doing this myself. Having a business in Hawaii, there's a lot of taxes here. It's kind of like California. We're like tag teaming each other. So always do your due diligence and find out what's in your best interest. So speak to a tax professional in your area and also get a free consultation from somebody in the area that you're looking at opening up your business. Do your due diligence. Just don't pop and say, okay, I'm good to go. Look at what's in your best interest in the long run. Tax-wise, you don't want to put out a whole bunch. And we do advise opening a business because you pay less taxes than if you decide to be a regular person selling. Personally, we pay more taxes than a business does. Businesses have tax incentives. We get to deduct a whole lot of different things if we have a business. So anytime you buy something, make sure you come home and print it on the printer because they have all these new receipts where the receipts fade. And then it's not viable. You have no record of what you bought. But I did buy, it doesn't matter. You have no record. So come home, print it, drop it in the file. 2023 Amazon FBA. At the end of the year, you have all your receipts, go through them, put all your shipping ones together in chronological order, put all your ones from Office Depot together, wherever you buy stuff. Anything you think that you can claim for your business, even a course. And like BJK University, when you buy a course like this, that's tax deductible. Everything is tax deductible when it's related to your business. All your shipping costs for your product. And Amazon at the end of the year will send you a form. If you've had any sales, the amount of taxes that were paid by the customer, or anything that you've paid, anything that was reimbursed or anything that was returned and you got responsible for, all of that is going to be in there. And you're going to be able to bring this to your tax person. Okay. And these are all deductions. We want as many deductions. I would claim air if I could. Let me tell you. I'll find a way to claim anything. And the only way to find out if you can claim it is to try. Well, I want to claim this. Well, yes, you can. I'm like, really? Cool. It's like, oh, I'm going to claim this. I'm like, yeah, no, that you can't claim. I'm like, okay, well, I tried. You never know until you try, but the tax professional will know. But always keep record of your receipt and always print them out. Like I said, because it does disappear over time on those little pieces of paper. They make that shiny paper and it just disappears. Anyways, and that is how you open up your Amazon account and you are viable. So now somebody will ask, well, can I open my Amazon account as a business? I'm like, sure you can. Do you have it ready? I was like, well, no, I'm going to wait for that one. Well, now you're going to wait 3 weeks to a month in order to get your documents in. The whole while, the Seller Central account's not open. But if you always keep it simple, just keep it simple. Open up as yourself. You've already got your photo ID. You already got a bank statement. Okay. Now, when your other documents come in for your LLC or your corporation, whichever, and you don't have to do an LLC in the U.S., you can do a C Corp or an S Corp, whichever you decide, okay? But we generally say limited liability because you are brand new. Now, when you scale to bigger heights, then you can change it over to a corporation where you will get different tax incentives. But you won't have to have these big meetings or recorded things, when you're small. So we recommend the LLC when you're starting out. So now that you have your Seller Central account is already active, and now here come your documents for your company. Now the only thing you need to do is click on settings in your Seller Central. Look at all of that. Fill in boxes. You're going to take the document you have, and it's going to tell you your name. They don't want your name. They want your business name, because now you're signing as a business. You will go under business, and then you will go under individual, because you're an individual LLC. Okay. That's how you do it. Business, then individual LLC. And then you're going to fill out, it'll say name of company. Then you're going to do your address, and then they're going to ask for the EIN. And then are you in the United States? Yep, United States. Okay. Yes. Unless you're doing a foreign corporation, then you would not be a U.S. citizen. But if you're doing your business in here, you're going to click yes. Okay. So now you're going to, and then at the end, it's going to say sign. You're going to sign as the company. Make sure. It's like, we're not signing John Doe. It's like, no, you are the company. Okay. The company is signing, because we're going to leave everything in the company's name. And then before you do this, make sure you go to the bank. Bring those documents, your EIN and your LLC document that's going to give the numbers. This is my LLC. This is my number. This is my EIN, my tax identification number, and my number. And you're going to bring it to the bank, and you're going to open a business bank account. So now it's no longer going to be your personal account on there. We're keeping it separate. When we change it over in our settings, now we're going to change over and use the business banking. So now we are completely separate from anything on Amazon, from our personal to our business. And now you have a viable account, and you're ready to rock and roll on Amazon. And what comes next is in our next video. Now we're going to start to move on to product research, and we're going to show you some great software. You don't have to buy anything, but it's a good idea for you to understand how it works and what we're looking for. This is really critical to finding products. Okay. So we'll see you in our next video. And if you like what we're teaching you and you're gaining some value out of this, go ahead and click like, and give us some feedback. And if you need anything or you want to know anything, just let us know, and we'll do our best to get it out there for you. Okay. Aloha.